Hi Libra, welcome into your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2023. I of course want to genuinely thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as always as we proceed, keep in mind it is a general reading for your month as a whole, so just take what resonates and discard the rest. And I do more than appreciate the love and support, the likes, the comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. And as well, once you finish with this reading, do remember to check out your other placements within your individual chart for some more messages. But with that said and done, as you can see, I did pre-pull 3 small money and career oracles, as well as 3 tarot cards to begin your reading, a bit of a layered spread, if you will. So let's jump into it. If I could even say it, let's jump into it. Passionate success. I feel like it's not a perfect month, but I feel like it's a stepping stone kind of month where you are very passionate, succeeding left and right. What you choose to put your efforts towards, and I feel like thoughts of past effort even paying off. It just feels like things are working out for you. It's like, okay, finally things are moving. Things are succeeding for me, growing. I feel like prospering to your advantage. I feel like people trust you. That's a vibe. People are inspired by you, your helpful nature taking a highlight. I do feel like there are moments of spiritual messing with, feeling affected by energy, potentially a bit sensitive, but I want to say overall, especially when you're working, and potentially when you're at home as well, you're a lot happier in the month of May in comparison to April. It feels like you're more efficiently shaking things off, kind of protecting your energy, not letting things affect you. I do feel like there's more self-care for some. You might feel busier in the month of May, but this feels fulfilling, or it just feels good. It feels like you're not able to overthink per se because you're busier. But it feels like people are drawn to your energy, your Libran way of being, your passion. And this is helping you gain more momentum, more success, and keeping you motivated throughout the month. I feel like a lot drawn to the reading, like myself, have one if not multiple goals. I'm hearing big goal in mind for the future. It's like this will be a shift in the right direction for you, a business expansion or idea to be put to use, get off the ground. Could be a big shift as far as a new job for you, a new move of residence. It could be you want a brand new car. But this new goal is keeping you driven throughout the month to get things done, to not give up, to help people even through it all. It's like, good job, Libra. We're so damn proud of you. I feel like your spirit guides are cheering you on, even other random spirits. But I feel like those of which on social media or in the public eye in another way, it's like you have fans, people who are applauding you, praising you, but then there's certain negatives coming towards you. It's like, so be it, as I'm seeing the laughing face emoji. But to move on forward, keywording, the fame and fortune card. I mean, how many times have you gotten this in your reading? I mean, you might be new to my channel, but this comes out in a Libra money and career read quite often. But I feel like for some, once again, I will say this time and time again, fame might not be part of your destiny, your path moving forward. You may not even desire that, but some of which drawn to the reading do desire that attention, that status, if you will. But either way, I feel like there's fortune throughout the month being acquired, but it's just a fraction, a portion of what lies ahead for you. I feel like it's a month where there's money symbols in your eyes. There's a look to the horizon, but there's a true appreciation of what you have at hand, even if it's not feeling perfect, which I guarantee it isn't. Perfection is unattainable. And I feel like you even need to remember that for that big change on the horizon, if not multiple. Anyways, I feel like people are looking at you as somebody who's meant to go far, and quite impressed by you, to say the very least. And you might even impress yourself at certain points, or the whole month, okay? But the Six of Wands at the bottom of the tarot deck I'm being drawn to because it's a victorious month for you. I would watch the Taurus, Leo, and Sagittarius reading. Interesting. Didn't expect that last one, but I do feel as if you are owning whatever you decide to continue or step into, or both. It feels like things are either going viral or just thriving for you, and I just feel like you know what you're doing when it comes to a new situation or something you're continuing, or again, both. And this will help you succeed even more. And we have Millionaire in the making. I mean, look at these cards. Absolutely amazing. It feels like it's a month where you're reminded you were meant for so much success moving forward on a multitude of levels. It's like you made the right choices. You have to understand that. say you left multiple jobs or one in particular in the past, and then now you're stepping into something of importance for you, a better fit for you, even if it's not ideal. Or you're continuing something of the sort and you're making more money or succeeding more. There's better energy. There's more potential to make more money, to succeed more, to go further, to fulfill your potential or exceed it. It reminds you you're meant for more moving forward, but you made the right choices, or one in particular being highlighted. Do not question your intuition or even spiritual guidance for that matter. Moving on forward, I feel like you're going to be drawn to a lot of tarot readings on YouTube to pull your own cards, even oracle cards. Don't fret is what I just heard. Anyways, don't hold back from following that guidance. And there's a huge focus on you trusting your intuition, your Libra intuition at certain points throughout the month in regards to when to hold back from overspending, when to actually invest in something or multiple things, who and what to associate yourself with, when to accomplish what you need to, how much to actually realistically tackle throughout one day or throughout that week. But the Knight of Wands talking about how it's a quick moving month at times and slowly moving, not forcing it, kind of vibes at other points. But either way, I feel like this tying into the Passionate Success card, talking about your movements, your efforts. I want to say a lot of hand gestures, being very expressive, right? Putting on a bit of a show at certain points, even if you're not meaning to. Very passionate, wrapped up into it all. I do feel like if we didn't mention it already, because I cannot remember, a lot of fast speaking throughout the month, rants taking place. Wouldn't be surprised if you were spoken through by spirit, or even just the fact that you're very, very spiritual being drawn to this reading. And I do feel like that could be tied up into your work. Either way, I feel like your intuition is going to be tied up into your work, even if that isn't part of the foundation, if you will, like say my readings, which is an obvious way to utilize your intuition. Anyways, but I do feel like there's thoughts of you wanting to passionately move towards more for yourself once again. And I do feel like you are correct for envisioning whatever it is for you. Again, tying into your intuition, but it feels like for the time being, you do need to just kind of stay grounded and make the best out of where you're at. And I want to say even for some, take advantage of certain things like amenities and benefits, certain rewards even of say where you live or where you're working until you get to that upgrade or just that shift in the right direction for you. Because I do feel like even if you don't think so now or you don't fully remember this, you will to an extent miss what's at hand, what you have yourself wrapped up with when you move to that new place of residence or shift to that new career choice, right? So just keep that in mind. But moving on forward, the Temperance card, there is patience needed, right, with certain outside factors. I want to say you're dealing with certain noise in the background when you're working, energy affecting you, feeling a bit sensitive at times, once again, your spirituality affecting you. You may need to start something over several times, tackle something multiple times to get it done, but everything will get done when it's meant to. Keep that in mind. I do feel like there's times when you put in work, put effort towards something of importance for you in a very independent way, and it burns you out. I want to say to the fullest extent, but then there's a vibe where you just feel so fulfilled and rewarded and you feel good about yourself, and then things start to prosper for you. So it just keeps you sort of in that cycle of burning yourself out. Does that make sense? It's like, I got to do what I got to do. Feeling accomplished and independent success as well on the side is what I'm being drawn to. Yeah, again, you're feeling quite accomplished throughout the month on a multitude of levels, and people see you as this independent success that you just are meant to embody in this lifetime, even if you haven't in the past. Wouldn't be surprised if a lot of entrepreneurs drawn to the reading and I do feel like for some, you're thinking about how you're meant to be one at a certain point moving forward. But I do feel like there's a sudden windfall. This could be, just naturally a deposit or a big check, commission, tips. But I feel like you need to manage this with a wise mindset, maturity, right responsibility to make sure that you have enough moving forward. The third card, bear with me as I just kind of struggled a bit. I'm going to cleanse my energy again. The Queen of Wands. I do remember specifically this coming out in the Leo reading. But it's a month where you are feeling quite strong for the most part, passionate once again. Two wand cards, fire cards. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have a lot of fire placements within your chart. But I'm getting the words badass. Excuse my language, but I feel like it's a month where you are feeling this energy come about at certain points when you're working, when you're migrating, when you're even want to say running errands. A bit of a chin held high, kind of, I don't want to say arrogant because that's not how it feels, but it feels very, I'm hearing boastful, very confident, okay? Kind of carrying yourself like a celebrity for some drawn to the reading. In spirit saying that might just be preparation for a different status for you moving forward. Let's continue pulling. We also have the Six of Pentacles, beautiful. Due to certain levels of patience and balance implemented throughout the month, due to you being passionate and on points and moving with a sense of confidence and I want to say grace throughout the month, you are receiving levels of abundance. I don't know why I'm struggling now at this point in the reading. It feels like there are points in the month where you do struggle, but you make the best out of it, or you just overcome it, or it might push you to just do something at a more comfortable time or a more realistic time. We're going to take this one for over here. So the number 66 coming out. Look up that angel number meaning. It's a month where you will feel out of breath at times. You will stutter at certain other points. You will feel dehydrated, even if you're hydrating, but make sure to be taking care of yourself, right? Drinking that H2O, going for your workout, your walk, your run, making sure that you are taking care of your skin complexion. Because I feel like for some of you are in the public eye in certain ways or one particular way. And so there's a focus on your good looks, right? And not to mention your vibration, right? Your needing to feel at your best, tip-top shape, okay? I also feel like there's a focus on the fact that you do need to be keeping your work environment and or home environment very clean, all right? Or at least for the most part, because this is going to affect your mindset. Your clear thinking that you need to be taking on at this time and continuing. I do feel like people are honoring the Libra name. This could be your business name and or your personal name. And I do feel like you are going to remember something about a past job. And this is going to highlight the fact that you have come so far. Very interesting. And this is not going to be the job that you would expect to be reminded of because it was an absolute stepping stone. Anyways, the Seven of Cups, because I do feel like you have a lot to accomplish, all right? When you're thinking about past change and future change, there's a feeling that you will be reminded or made aware of the fact that you have a lot of choices. Okay, you did rewinding back and you made the right choices, and now you have a lot of options in regards to that move of residence, that new job, right? That new business location. Expansion is what I'm hearing. That'll absolutely come to mind. But I do feel as if all the meanwhile, you have a lot to accomplish. It's like 1, 2, 3, okay, checking things off my to-do list. So I do feel like the number 3 is coming into play spiritually. But all the meanwhile, I feel like Spirit's reminding you or highlighting the fact that things are happening one by one, left and right. Things are aligning for you. It's a month where you can be proud of yourself for how far you've come, what you've overcome, and what you've achieved up until this point and throughout this month in general. But there's so much more ahead for you. It's like you have no idea how successful your future is meant to be. You might have an idea, right, or a vision for how that looks for you. But I do feel as if there's certain twists and turns and different levels of success, different doors opening that you have yet to even realize or understand will be occurring for you. It's like Spirit's guiding you and has such a clear vision of what lies ahead for you. And it's bright, okay? It's bright. It feels like some of which are thinking about how you do need more money to make something happen. You do need more money for this bill or that bill, or just to treat yourself. It's like you deserve to live this life where you don't have to pick and choose, right? Or watch your account so closely, or think about the price tag. It's like, I'm a Libra, I deserve to live this fortunate lifestyle, where again, it's a month that you're being reminded you are a millionaire in the future. Okay, so claim that down below. But I do feel like it's a month where you, are again owning it, but you know your worth, and that's helping you on so many levels when it comes to acquiring that new situation, when it comes to what you're continuing, what you're even thinking about at times, and even helping you when it comes to what you need to have patience with and balance out, okay? Remember, you're Libra. You represent balance, okay? I'm a Leo, Libra, Libra if you're new to the channel, and I totally get your energy. But at times I feel like you do need to remember to slow it down. It may not be 100% possible. Say there's just a lot on your plate. It's a very fast-paced work environment, or you're being spoken through, acted through by spirit like myself. It's not always within your control fully or at all. But I do feel like when it is within your control, take a deep breath, reground yourself. If need be, meditate or go for a walk, take an early break, because I feel like that's going to benefit you greatly. And it may even help with the overall message, what you're trying to communicate or accomplish at that time. Do you hear the difference in my voice and feeling my energy once I just took that simple deep breath? But I have barely stopped speaking, and that's the vibe of your month. A lot of memories, flashbacks. It's like, oh, I'm so happy I didn't continue that situation, or I made that move for myself. It's like, damn, things are feeling so much more productive. Higher up is what I'm hearing, higher up. And I'm hearing improvement. There's thoughts of past improvement, but more importantly, it's like I'm aiming for this improvement moving forward. And I feel like being drawn to the reading, a lot of which you're not afraid to start again, right? Say it's time to move to a new city or a new town or a new place within the same area, or to begin a new job or start a new business, or an expansion even. It's like, yeah, I get that that will be another chance, opportunity, time where I have to start again, start fresh, learn, as I go. But it kind of feels like you like that excitement, or you just are used to it. It is simply part of your path. It's like not being afraid to begin again is a strong quality to have, right? And I feel like your strength is being highlighted through your work, through the voice that you have, right? That you're getting out there at certain points throughout the month. It's like your consistency is paying off as well. Being viewed as a star. I'm being drawn to the star card tapestry I have on my wall. Your dreams, your goals, your wishes are coming true or will be moving forward. It's like, be careful what you wish for, because you're very backed up by the spiritual realm, able to manifest at this time and moving forward. You already have been in certain ways. So just tread carefully. But it feels like you will, if you don't already throughout this month, have a clear vision as to what you deserve, what's meant for you. It's like, when it's right, it's right. Okay. I'm also hearing magical. It's like thoughts of a magical transition for yourself, magical fame and fortune on the horizon, or just fortune, but magical success throughout the month. It's like almost this golden way about how you accomplish, but it feels more, they're saying sparkly, okay? Stars in your eyes. It feels like the stars are aligning for you, okay? It feels like as well, one moment of success or one accomplishment will connect to another one or lead to another one. It feels like your body of work is feeling quite connected in certain ways, right? Whether that's, say, for example, like myself, different tarot readings that I do in one day start to feel similar or have certain commonalities, right? Or it could be more so in regards to you thinking about certain levels of achieving when it came to school or when it came to different jobs from the past, a business, and how that all connects and helps with what you're accomplishing or will be more so moving forward with your career. Does that make sense? Could be both of what I just mentioned. But I feel like you're just a likable energy, somebody to comfort others or at least light them up, right? Your passion, your voice, your creations, your talent being put to use. And I want to say for a lot, helping other people, but it's making you feel good through it all. I just feel like, once again, there's so much more ahead for you that's going to feel so good. But there's a mystery about you as I'm now drawn to the moon card. It's like I'm getting a reading from these tapestries. And I just feel like you are an inspiration through that mystery. It leaves people coming back for more. It leaves people talking about you, word of mouth. It leaves people desiring to better understand you. But I really don't think they will, at least not to the fullest extent. And that's purposeful. I do feel like that for some is tied into how you do what you do, your spirituality for some, your intuition, and just being very powerfully spoken, I want to say. To continue, we have the Seven of Swords. I do feel like some people are thinking about you once again as somebody who keeps to themselves, but you might be forewarned at a new job or a continuing one. Could be where you live. of somebody, if not multiple people, who you should not trust. You might already realize this, but a reminder of importance for you, or it could just be this awareness coming to be. It's like, yeah, that's a form of protection, okay? We don't need you getting wrapped up into some sticky situations or one in particular, or seeing yourself potentially losing this opportunity, or not making the best out of it moving forward because of this person or people, all right? Just a side note. And look at that, to top off your reading, the star card. Again, I feel like you're glowing, you're shining, you're being viewed as a star. A very passionate one, once again. It's a month where you're being reminded your passion, your driven way of being is leading you towards true levels of success throughout this month and moving forward. If not fame and fortune, just that fortune lies ahead for you, and what you gain throughout this month, again, just a portion, all right? But it's a month that reminds you what lies ahead is magical. This month in and of itself is magical, but you are a millionaire in the making, all right? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light, go enjoy your month, and I'll definitely see you next time.